On Brilla FM, and when you hear that sick tune, it is time for us to go to Spain. It is time once again for Inside La Liga, the only show on radio that focuses on Spain's Primera Division and much more. Welcome to Thursday's edition, the single on Thursday edition. My name remains Anthony Beckerdermo, and as always, we start off from the front page headlines from the top tabloids in Spain. We have Marca, AS, and we have Mundo Deportivo. On the front page of Marca this beautiful day, Juventus seem like Atleti. That is the headline coming all the way from Marca in Spain. Juventus versus Real Madrid. It is, of course, roughly 2 days to go. All the stories that you can use right there on the front page of the authoritative Spanish newspaper Marca. We have Varane calls for head and heart in Cardiff ahead of the Champions League. We leave Marca. Let's go open the sports pages, the front page of AS, where we have this bold headline: Zidane reminds me of Del Bosque. The words of Redondo, yes, Fernando Redondo, a former player of Real Madrid, are talking this beautiful day on the front page of AS. We'll of course go also to the front page of Mundo Deportivo. Ambitious Valverde on his arrival in Barcelona. The new man, the new Blaugrana coach, has set the bar very, very high. I'll try to make people enjoy themselves and make Barcelona even better. The strong words of Ernesto Valverde, the new coach of FC Barcelona. One more headline from Mundo Deportivo: the Anti-Violence Commission meets today. Yes. Insults were, of course, sent in the direction of Gerard Piqué at the Cibels, and indeed that matter is unresolved. We're told that the Anti-Violence Commission will be meeting today, and they will put down a marker inside La Liga. We are. Let's go to the news segment where we can, of course, tell you it is official, very official. Atletico Madrid will not be able to register new players this summer after the transfer ban appeal was rejected by the Court of Arbitration for Sport, CAS. The announcement comes just a day after Atletico Madrid told the whole world they were confident about the embargo being overturned. Recall, Barcelona were handed the same punishment in 2015, but did not sign. They did sign, but they did sign Ada Turan and Alexis Vidal that summer, although neither player could make their debut until the following January. Staying inside La Liga, let's of course tell you that in the meantime, Atletico Madrid have accused CAS, the Court of Arbitration for Sports in Lausanne, Switzerland, of discriminatory treatment after the decision to uphold the club's transfer ban, and they also hinted that Real Madrid got the same for punishment, but of course Real Madrid had their ban uplifted, and they're saying that CAS is biased towards Real Madrid. Atletico Madrid will be unable, I tell you, to register new players until January of 2018 after the court in Lausanne, Switzerland, CAS rejected their appeal. But the club has taken the issue very seriously, and they're saying that Real Madrid is the favored one. Yes, because their embargo was partially lifted, allowing them to make signings this summer. Talking about Real Madrid, they are definitely in the news. They require just one goal on Saturday against Juventus to reach the 500 goal mark in the UEFA Champions League. Yes, who have they found back against the most? Yes, the net back on the net against the most in Spain, and of course in the Champions League. Who are the only teams they have drawn blank against? I can give you all that information right here. I can tell that Madrid have only failed. They've only failed to find the net against one of the 58 teams they have faced in the UEFA Champions League history. They have lost. They lost at home 1-0 to Arsenal in 2005-2006 season in the first knockout round before a goalless draw to the North London team in the return leg. So Arsenal is the only team Madrid has failed to score against in the Champions League. Cristiano Ronaldo's his hat-trick in, of course, the merengue semi-final first leg against Atletico Madrid took his personal UEFA Champions League tally, I tell you, for Real Madrid to 88, meaning he has scored a remarkable 17.6% of the club's goals in the competition. Only 22 sides have registered more goals, more all-time UEFA Champions League goals than Ronaldo's career haul of 103. Let's tell you that the all-time UEFA Champions League goals, Real Madrid are on top. They have 499. One more goal on Saturday, and that will be 500. Barcelona come close goals. They have 459. What about Bayern Munich? A total of 415 goals they have scored. Manchester United represent England and they have 350 in total. Arsenal have 281 goals in the history of the Champions League. Juventus, opponents of Real Madrid on Saturday, have scored 263 times in the UEFA Champions League. Chelsea, yes, back in the Champions League next season, have scored 249 times. AC Milan 231 times. FC Porto 218, and completing the top 10 you have Olympique Lyonnais, who have scored 187 times in the UEFA Champions League. Don't get it twisted, we're still inside La Liga, we're still in Spain. Let's of course let's inform you that the host of European champions from FC Barcelona and of course Real Madrid and other top clubs will take part in tomorrow's Ultimate Champions match. One of the highlights I tell you ahead of the UEFA Champions League final and indeed the UEFA Champions Festival, which opens in Cardiff later today. The two squads of the match, which will be played on a floating pitch in Cardiff Bay, will be coached by Ruud Gullit and indeed part of the AC Milan side, where he of course he was the last team to retain the team, the European Cup, way back in 1989 and in 1990. And Real Madrid, yes, Real Madrid legend, Real Madrid greater, will coach the team. His name is Emilio Butragueño. Let's of course give you the lineups of the two teams. For the Gullit All-Stars, you would of course have Victor Bayer in goal. Cafu will be there. Ciro Ferreira will be there. Stefan Freud and of course Patrick Anderson. Not forgetting the likes of Dejan Stankovic, Yuri Jokaeva will be there. Robert Pires, Mace Desai, Ian Rush, Ryan Giggs, Fabrizio Ravanelli is also listed for the Gullit All-Stars. David Trezeguet is also listed. Gianluca Zambrotta, Eric Abidal, formerly with Barcelona, Marco Materazzi will be there. Jeremy Lynch, and of course Clint Capella and Joel Embiid. For of course the Real Madrid legends to be coached by Butragueño, the Butragueño All-Stars. Let's say that David James is the selected goalkeeper. Michel Salgado, long time ago played as right back for Real Madrid. Celestine Babayaro of Nigeria is listed for the Butragueño All-Stars. Let's say that Roberto Carlos is there. Gaisca Mendieta will be there. Played of course in La Liga for Valencia. Luis Figo, Barcelona and Real Madrid, he will be there. Pedraka Mijatovic, not forgetting Patricia Panicho, of course Davo Suka, Luis Garcia, Rai, Clarence Seedorf will be there, I tell you, for the Butragueño All-Stars. Christian Carambou, Steve McManaman, yes, legends of Real Madrid and indeed legends of Barcelona. Deco, Ido Gudjonsen, and of course you have Carmelo Anthony. He would also be playing for the Butragueño All-Stars. Plays basketball, but tomorrow he will play football. Billy Vingrove and of course Juan Herman Gomez. Those are the players that would of course do it. It's ahead of the Champions League. Starts from Barcelona in the years past and starts from Real Madrid also in the years past. Doing it in the colors of the Gullit All-Stars and the Butragueño All-Stars. Staying inside La Liga, let's of course go to our talking point. It would of course concern the UEFA Champions League. Cristiano Ronaldo, Gianluigi Buffon, and of course Sergio Ramos. Which players would make your UEFA Champions League Final Fantasy 11? Hit me up at 889 Brilla FM using the hashtag Inside La Liga on Facebook. Sports Radio Brilla FM is the page address. Like our page and then go on to post your comments and your contributions. Do not forget, you can also hit us via the World Wide Web at www.brilla.net. Let's of course tell you that ahead of the Champions League final on Saturday, June the 3rd in Cardiff, Wales, the excitement is building. It is building in Madrid. Of course, it is building in Turin. And ahead of Saturday's Champions League final, that game, the Juventus team, they are of course in, killer mood. Real Madrid also in killer mood. But I can tell that Juventus have released a video to hype their fans for the trip to Cardiff. It's a typical video. Yes, in typical Bianconeri style. The Serie A champions expressing their feelings in the video, and of course they want destiny and passion to prevail. Let's go elsewhere deep inside La Liga, where we're told that Manchester United have rejected a 68 million euros bid for Real Madrid shortstopper, Real Madrid goalkeeper David De Gea. According to Sky Sports News HQ, let's say that United see no reason why they should sell David De Gea to Real Madrid. David De Gea, who's still happy, is at Old Trafford according to reports. Los Blancos, Real Madrid Madrid tried to sign the Spain number 1 on the final day of the summer of 2015. That transfer window, but Man United said no, and Man United are saying no again. Paperwork at that time was not filed in on time, and ultimately he penned a new contract with the Red Devils at Old Trafford. However, in Spain, Spanish tabloid Marca, they are claiming that Manchester United are holding out for 75 million euros. If you do the math, 75 from 68, you'd have a total of 7 million pounds. 7 million euros is the deficit. Or they want a swap deal, according to Marca, involving Alvaro Morata and 25 million euros. Despite Keylor Navas's consistent good form between the stakes for Real Madrid, they are seemingly not, of course, yes, they want a new keeper, and they are targeting a marquee goalkeeper, and they say the man David De Gea is number 1. We can also tell you that they say Thibaut Courtois is also in, of course, the frame. He could be number 2 option. Staying in Spain and inside La Liga, let's go to the camp of Barcelona, where new coach of the team, Ernesto Valverde, has expressed his desire to take the Catalan club, the Catalans, to a step further and make them even a better club than they currently are. Valverde arrived at Barcelona, of course, on Wednesday ahead of its official unveiling today, and the former Athletic Bilbao coach has outlined his vision for the Blaugrana. We're going to make them great again, and he says, inside La Liga, we go to the camp once again of Real Madrid. It has been revealed that Real Madrid talisman Cristiano Ronaldo, he has admitted he enjoys watching Lionel Messi play, and he says that the Barcelona counterpart is a cracker player. Yes, Cristiano Ronaldo unbelievably has, of course, admitted that he loves watching and he enjoys watching Lionel Messi. Ronaldo and Messi have spent the past decade competing with one another for, of course, a status of a best player, and of course best player in the world, breaking numerous records along the way. But of course, the Portuguese star is insisting he has a very good relationship with the Argentina and Barcelona number 10, and he says he loves watching Messi play. Elsewhere, inside Spain and inside La Liga, Villarreal have completed a deal to sign Manchester City's Turkish striker Enes Unal in a deal that is worth 14 million euros. TurkishFootball.com is stating that the 20-year-old is set to complete a move to the Estadio de la Caramica this summer, although the English club will include a 20 million euros buyback clause in the deal. The two clubs have agreed terms on the move, although the striker, who scored 18 goals in 32 appearances on loan at Eredivisie side Twente last season, is yet to agree terms with Villarreal, who will participate in next season's Europa League. Unal was, of course, has won 5 caps for Turkey, the Turkish national team, and signed for City from Bursaspor in 2015, but would be able to play in a major European league despite a non-EU citizenship status. Staying inside Spain and inside La Liga, let's, of course, take this breather, and when we come back, we'll go straight to the talking point to take your comments and your posts. Welcome back. Still inside La Liga right here on Sports Radio 88.9 FM. We're building and, of course, counting down, building up and counting down to the final of the UEFA Champions League. Champions are from Spain. Real Madrid will take champions from Italy, Juventus. But we want to know who will make your UEFA Champions League Fantasy 11. Is it Ronaldo? Is it Buffon? Is it Ramos? Is it Dani Alves, formerly with Barcelona? Hit me up, somebody. Sports Radio Brilla FM on Facebook, at 889 Brilla FM on Twitter, and of course on the World Wide Web, www.brilla.net. Peterson Joe has joined us. Says Buffon would always make my fantasy team because Ronaldo is just too controversial when it comes to matches against Bayern and Athletic Madrid. People no go hear word again. Let's, of course, have him. He would be my number 1. Talking about Guigui Buffon. Remember, 11 players in the fantasy 11 for the UEFA Champions League final. Take players from, of course, any club side. Who would be in your fantasy 11 is the very simple question. Let's go to Hola is your name. Since Madrid haters, especially Barcelona fans, will go for Buffon because none of their players were mentioned. But Ronaldo, all the way. Ronaldo is the man will make things happen. Let's, of course, remain in Spain, inside La Liga. Let's go to the camp of Atletico Madrid, where, of course, Atletico's transfer ban, the transfer ban handed down by FIFA for the illegal signing of underage players has been upheld. Gave you that story. Of course, Atletico Madrid not happy. They have released a statement condemning, the move, saying they are, of course, not happy and they will do everything possible to make their feelings felt. Yes, saying that CAS is biased towards Real Madrid. Inside La Liga, Oga Boss is here. Triple Ace, Emmanuel says, for me, Kiki Buffon will be there. I like Marcelo, he will be there. Bonucci, Ramos, Bazagli, Dani Alves, midfielders. I'll pick Toni Kroos, Luka Modric, Yannick, and of course Isco. Forwards would also include Ronaldo, Dybala. He says his formation will be a 4-4-2. Oga Boss, Triple Ace, Emmanuel. You are, of course, the main man. You are the one who understood the question. It's a fantasy 11. Ronaldo, Buffon, Ramos. Who will make your UEFA Champions League final fantasy 11? It's not a battle between Ronaldo and Messi. It's not a battle between Ronaldo and Buffon. Give me your fantasy 11 ahead of the Champions League final. That is a very simple question right here inside La Liga. Let's, of course, continue to, of course, flow. Yes, go with the flow. At 889 Brilla FM is the handle. Yes, tell me who would make your fantasy 11. Very simple question. I have your comments and your contributions. Let's go to this one. I have Sodiq Ajibola says Buffon will be there. Ramos will be there. Marcelo will be there. In fact, all the star players will be in my fantasy 11. Sports Radio 88.9 FM. This is, of course, the place to be, and this is Inside La Liga. Let's take a few more of your comments. I'm just going to read your names because majority of you are, of course, making it a battle between Ronaldo and indeed Buffon. I see you, Matthew Yuhei, Collins Peter, Ibrahim Musubao, Bamidele Semiu Akonde, Intiense Sunday. I see you. Thank you very much for the comments. Okunu Adeniyi, Ejigbo, Oga Sunday. We see you. What about Umaru Victor? Thank God Ekenem is your name. We see you. Thank you very much. Nicholas Imadu, Ishola Mustafa Olamide. I have Oluwadamilare. What about Adwalex Oluwaseyi? Olanipekun is also here inside La Liga. Charles praise Imodife. I have Olasende. You're also here, Olasende. Oluwapelumi. I also have Omodayo Adebisi, John Mark Clement. What about Sadiq Jibola? Let's also recognize for your contributions. Tochuku, you're here. Tochuku Omeran. What about Adio or Larry Waju? Victor Kwasustrom. I also have Omodayo Adebisi, Jimotunde. Not forgetting the man de Makola, Omodayo Adebisi, Trust King, Elisha Barnabas, Madrid Jr. I have Cletus OJ, Podolski, Dagila, Egele Moses. So many of you, of course, are sending your post, but most of you, of course, are fired over the bar in terms of the question. Very simple. Ronaldo, Buffon, Ramos, who makes your UEFA Champions League final? Yes, a fantasy 11. Inside La Liga remains the show. The show will return same time, same station on Friday. Do well to tune in. Do well to keep your dialogue right here on your frequency of champions. My name remains Anthony Beke Deremo. Join me tomorrow in Spain.